Hello, welcome back to this exciting series where this time we're going to talk about Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. Now, what is there to say about this game? Chances are you've probably heard of this game already if you're watching this. Chances are chances are if you even played any JRPG or played Persona 3 and 4, you heard of this game. So, I'm not quite sure what I can add to the already super discussed game that this is. So, whatever, I'll try. So, Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne is the first mainline game to come out, as you may know. It came out in like 2004, I think. And it was the first mainline Shin Megami Tensei game in like 9 years. This game came out in 2003 in Japan. And the last game beforehand was Shin Megami Tensei 2, which came out in 1994. So that's a long time. I know there's If in the mean like during that time as well, but like we didn't get If, at least not in America. We obviously didn't get the first two games in America either. But whatever. And freaking If never got translated either, which is why I skipped it. But whatever. And Genesis, finish it. Whatever. Just slight tangent. So yeah, Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. It's a good game. I'm not sure where to start with this because everything you heard about this game is true. It's an amazing game. I mean, yeah, what there is to say? It has amazing graphics, it has amazing story, it has amazing music. The god Shoji Meguro himself did the fantastic soundtrack. It has amazing gameplay, and you should close out this video right now and just go buy it. Or if you already played it, buy it, play it again. It's an amazing game. What's there to say? I mean, I don't know. It's a good game, and I'm kind of struggling what to talk about because it's a great game. So, and I have very little issues with it. So, yeah, this is probably gonna end up being short because of that because I don't know what to say about it. So, yeah. So the story, I suppose, if you don't know the story, is you start off the game and you're like in a train station or whatever, and you're this dude, and you're basically gonna go to the hospital and meet up with your teacher or whatever, and yeah, from there, the world ends, and you wake up as a demon, as a half demon person, and from there you travel around this now apocalyptic Tokyo, trying to figure out what's going on and how to handle the situation. And it's gonna be up to you to save the world. So, or destroy it, because yeah, this is a Shin Megami Tensei game. So yeah, I guess I should feel like the story itself is pretty good, but it's very minimal. I would say I'm disappointed by the story or anything, but I don't really feel like I should because I guess the first two games are very minimal in story as well. But I don't feel like this game is the game where the story shines in it. Sometimes it feels like the game forgot about the story and it takes so long that actually stuff to happen within it. Yeah, I don't super love the story, but it is good. I said that twice already with the previous two games, but it's just not the focus. And what really shines in this game is the atmosphere and the gameplay. The gameplay is ridiculously good in this game, and this is the reason why you should be playing the game, because the gameplay is amazing. I really the characters in this game, I enjoy them, but most of them are like they're good characters, but I'm not sure what I'll say. What I like, I'm like, I guess I'm just neutral on them. Hey, neutrality, but whatever. But I do like them, but it's just I don't super love them, and I just don't super hate them either. They're good. Chiaki is fine. I don't mind her. She goes crazy, but I don't mind her. She's a good character. Izumu is a cool character too. I like Izumu. Fun little fact here. His last name is Nita, and Io Nita is a character from Devil Cyber 2, and I just find that a little funny that they both share the same last name. But whatever. Hajiri is a cool character too, and the ever super awesome Dante from the Devil May Cry series is in this game too, and he's cool as well. Although Dante is like the king of cool to begin with, so all the characters in this game are awesome. And again, they're not like I don't really super love them, but I don't nearly super hate them either. They're just fine characters. So yeah, I like the Yoko too. I forgot to mention Yoko, which is your protagonist's teacher, Demi Fiend's teacher, and she's a cool character too. I guess I should talk about the different, like the multiple changes that this game had from SMT2, because this game, in a sense, is like a soft reboot. The gameplay changes to from SMT2, and even some story changes are like this game has a lot of things that are just not weren't in the present previous two games. For example, there's no more comps anymore. You don't have a partner with you anymore. You have and when you had your party in the previous games, it was a total of six party members, including you and your partner and four other demons. But in this game, it's only you and three other demons, which makes it four. Which, yeah, that's a thing. Steven is gone, which is a very important character in the first two games, and he's not in this game either. The terminal system is different. It's like a weird cylinder thing, and it's not a computer like it was in the first two games. Yeah, there's just a lot of changes like that to the gameplay. There's no more armor either, and there's no more guns or anything or swords. You just use your fists to beat the shit out of everything you see. Stuff like that. It's very different, gameplay wise, from the first two games, but at the same time, very familiar. Yeah, there's even the alignment system is handled differently. There's like instead of having like neutral, law, and chaos, there are like different factions of different groups, and you choose which group you want to follow. And like Chiaki is one faction, and Izumu is another, and your Yoko is another one, and you kind of just choose sides from there. They are technically law, neutral, and chaos, but not in a traditional sense. It's different. I don't feel like it is the same thing. Like whatever. I'm probably not making sense, but like the alignment system in this game is treated differently from the rest of the games. That's what I'm trying to say. There's just a lot of little differences like that just make this game completely different from the first two games. Oh, I almost forgot the main thing. This game is a third-person dungeon crawler instead of being a first-person dungeon crawler. A lot of changes from SMT 1 and 2 that's just, yeah, it's just, this game kind of sticks out in like, as a sore thumb in comparison to every other mainline game. If you go and like if you play SMT 4, that game is a lot like SMT 1 and 2 in many ways. But this one isn't. Like this is like the odd one out. So yeah. You got the press turn system. This was the first Shin Megami Tensei game to introduce the press turn system, and this was the first Shin Megami Tensei game, at least to my knowledge, to reward exploiting enemy weaknesses. And this is, to me, in my opinion, what makes this series amazing. The exploiting enemy weaknesses and getting rewarded for it feels great. Like I feel like this is what defines the series, exploiting enemy weaknesses, and it all started with this game. And this idea of exploiting enemy weaknesses pretty much, again, defined the series from Nocturne, and it's pretty much every other game after it uses a variation of the pressure system, or it rewards exploiting weaknesses, and I really like that. This is why I enjoy this series so much, because of the turn-based gameplay that rewards you for playing smart, and I love that. That's what makes this game, like this franchise in general, just fantastic. Even though I do enjoy the older games, this is why I enjoy their newer games a lot more, actually. Jump cut, because, man, I don't know what to talk about. Even though there's kind of a lot to talk about. I guess this won't end up being short anyways. Oh, negotiations don't feel random. I really like negotiations in this game. This game has great negotiations. I mean, they still feel random, but not as random as the first two games. I hate how literally impossible negotiations feels like in the first two games. It feels like you actually have a fighting chance in this game with negotiations. I love it. Negotiations in this game are awesome. And that can be hilarious too. That's one of my favorite things about negotiations to begin with. Sometimes you can just end up in the most hilarious conversation, even if you don't end up recruiting the demon anyways. I just love that. I forgot to mention too that there's no magnetite, and thank God they finally freaking realized that magnetite was a terrible idea. So, yeah, there's no magnetite, and I love that. Hi, Post Me here. And something I forgot to say is that this game doesn't have demon alignment, which means, depending on your alignment, you're not restricted to certain demons you can summon, which I think that's awesome. I'm so glad they got rid of that feature from the first two games. I just wanted to say that rather quickly. So yeah, no more demon alignment, and that's great. Oh, the UI is great. I forgot to mention that too. The UI is amazing. Nothing wrong with the UI either. Uh, the Mactana mechanic, I think I'm saying that right. That's a really cool mechanic. I really like that mechanic. If you don't know what that is for some reason, basically they're like parasites that you eat, you ingest, and these parasites will, as you level up, you'll learn moves from them, and that's a neat little mechanic. I really enjoy it. I really like that every turn later on, essentially in Tokyo Mirage Sessions, is a cool little thing. Mikatana was cool. Oh, I forgot to talk about dungeons. The dungeons for this game are good. Now, kind of like SMT2, I can't really think of any dungeon on top of my head that I think, oh, that's a super awesome dungeon. But all the dungeons in this game are really well done, and they're really atmospheric, and they're really enjoyable to go through. There's no bad dungeon in the game, at least in my opinion. It's just I can't remember any of the names of them. There are good dungeons, though, and I really like the dungeons, so yeah. Good. The game has good dungeons, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, the bosses in this game. This game has amazing bosses. They can be really hard, but at the same time, they're really fun too. Everybody remembers the infamous Matador and how amazing that boss fight is. There's a lot of really great bosses in this game. Really like them all. And if you know how to exploit enemy weaknesses, which is the main thing of the game to begin with, most of them are pretty easy. But even then, they can still be challenging at times, because they can use Beast Die and screw you over. So, and if you don't know what Beast Die is, you pretty much get extra press turns. But yeah, the bosses in this game are awesome too. I should probably say that too. I like all the bosses. They're fun bosses. I like the final boss. The final boss is hilarious to me, and I won't say what it is because it's spoilers. But I think the final boss, and no, I don't mean the true demon ending final boss. I just mean the regular final boss. I find that just a funny little boss fight there. I just like the design. I guess I should talk about the difficulty for this game. I don't think this game is hard. I feel like the difficulty for this game is overhyped. It isn't as bad as people make it out to be. I feel like SMT 1 and 2 are way harder than this game. This game is really, really challenging, but it also can be really, really broken. The exploiting enemy weaknesses is what makes this game easy if you know what you're doing. This game isn't really, really challenging if you know what you're doing. I really do feel like this game's difficulty isn't as bad as people make it out to be. It's a really fair game. I don't feel like this is a game you can get super mad at because of the game being unfair. The game is really fairly done, at least in my opinion. It isn't anything too insane. Unless you're playing on hard mode or something where the game makes you grind for money a lot or whatever. But like even then, I don't necessarily think this is a game as hard as people make it out to be. Just make your character a strength build and you pretty much be all set, you know? I guess that's all I can say. Have all I have to say about the difficulty. It isn't as bad as people make it out to be. I feel like I forgot to mention the Cathedral Shadows, which is I can't believe I forgot to mention that in the first two games, but that's just your fusion spot or whatever. And fusing this game is way better than it is in the first two games. The demons actually level up, and skill inheritance is amazing. And since it's super easy to get demons this time, it isn't that bad to get demons. It's fun to demon fuse. I love demon fusing this game. Demon fusing is always a good mechanic when done really well in the newer games. There's a Condemnion this time. I forgot to mention that on SMT2, but this game has a Condemnion, which allows you to register demons and buy them again, which is awesome. Demons are really, really important in this game. They're more than just support like they were in SMT 1 and 2. They're actually essential to your game. Without them, you'll be worthless. And they're really, really, really help you out. And they're good. And yeah, I love the demons in this game. They're all really well done. And if you do good fusions, they're going to be awesome. Really good demons if you know what you're doing too. Love the demons in this game. The fusion system is what I'm trying to say is amazing. And I forgot to mention that earlier. Now, I should probably say that even though I think this game is fantastic and for a bajillion reasons, I cannot praise it more than enough. I feel like I should say that even though I think this game is amazing, and I understand why people might say this might be their favorite entry in the series. I should probably say that I don't super love this game. I do think it's awesome, and I do think it's a near perfect game. But me personally, I enjoy pretty much every other game, well, most every other game in the franchise, excluding games like Persona Q and SMT 1 and 2. I enjoy those. I enjoy Nocturne more than those games, but pretty much every other game after SMT 3 Nocturne, I enjoy more. I think Digital Devil Saga is a better game than Nocturne. I think Persona 3 and 4 are better games than Nocturne. I think Strange Journey is a better game than Nocturne. I think that SMT4 is a better game than Nocturne. Now, even though I think all those amazing games are more amazing than SMT3 Nocturne, I don't necessarily hate this game. I obviously, from the praise I just did, it's an amazing game. Though I do think that this game is a little bit overrated, just a smidge, just a smidge. And I don't think it is as amazing as people make it out to be. It is an amazing game though, but I don't think it's as amazing as people make it out to be. I do, and I just think every other entry after it is better. I feel like every other Shin Megami Tensei game that came out afterwards, after Nocturne, took the mechanics of Nocturne as a basis and made better games in the long run afterwards. And then and especially with SMT4, I feel like SMT4 is just a better Nocturne. I guess I should say that. Even though I do think Nocturne is an amazing game, I think just every other game is better for it. And I hope you don't take that the wrong way or anything. I think this game is awesome, so I just wanted to say that. And I have praised it to no end to begin with, so yeah. I love this game, but I don't love it nearly as much as the other people do. And with that, I feel like I said everything I want to say about this game, because I don't know what else to say about this game. It's amazing. Like I said earlier in the beginning of this video, it has amazing graphics, amazing gameplay, and a good story, a fantastic god tier music. This is probably one of the best soundtracks in any SMT game, at least in my opinion. Like, it has great everything for the most part. Sure, it may not. I don't think this game is as good as the other and later Shin Megami Tensei games, but I still think this game is amazing, and you should just go out and play it. I already said it too, but just go out and play it again. It's just, what is there to say? And I keep repeating myself because I don't know what else to say. I guess I should just end the video now because I said everything I want to say with this game. It's amazing. So yeah, I guess I should end this now.
Hello, post me yet again, and I just wanted to quickly apologize for making this video a little bit disorganized. Kind of feel like I just kind of screwed up on that, but hopefully it turned out well. And also, I've completely forgot to say to follow me on Twitter, so please do that. And again, if you like my thoughts, and again, tell me your thoughts in the comments about this game. Tell me what you think of my thoughts on the game, because, you know, I like supporting discussions. So, yeah, that's all I want to say. Post me out.
And I guess, yeah, I'm gonna see you later with Strange Journey, because yeah, and Strange Journey is a fun game, so I can't wait to talk about that one too. So yeah, bye, I suppose.